Hello Internet, I'm Scarecrow85 and this is Jurassic Park. Grower. So I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of this, or I'm going to try. So let's see how this goes. We could watch the intro, or we could not watch the intro. Right, where should we go to start with? Should we get the Brachiosaur out of the way? Round 1, start. So this is on Sega Master System. And it's really simple. Okay, right. We're off to a good start. Oh, no. So every level in this game, this is unusual for a Master System game, or for any game of its time, actually, really. I mean, no, I suppose not. This game offers you the ability to freely choose what level you go to and what order you play the stages in. It was relatively unusual, I suppose. And whenever you start a stage, you have to go through this curious little shooting minigame. This is essentially you just travelling to the location, and it's done like a little light gun game, which I quite like. It's easy enough. Okay, and now we've got a boss to deal with. There's the T-Rex. Didn't think you'd be seeing the bloody T-Rex this early on in a playthrough, but there you go. Right. Let's give her some jip. What you got to do, hit T-Rex in the head. It gives you an indication of where to shoot. It's only got 1 bar of health left. Let's just keep her at bay. There we go. Nice. Didn't do too badly. Now, that's important, by the way, because if you get defeated, if your car gets ripped to bits, you still go into the stage just the same. But by playing that properly and getting through it, you get extra health for the stage you're about to play. Plus, you can gather up extra lives and things like that. Right, what buttons are what? Okay, so we're playing as Dr. Alan Grant, and the storyline to this game is pretty simple. We are told, oops, that the power went down at the park. I don't think there's any real reason given for why the power went down either. It just kind of did. Here we go. Oh, hang on. Shoot, 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 shoot! Ah, damn it! I wonder if that respawns. I don't normally miss them. There we go. Okay, well we got that anyway. Not sure what the blue thing does. Get it. Ah, there's the one. See that icon there? Got to collect a few of them. You actually can't finish the game unless you do. Oh, here we go. So, Alan Grant is really mobile in this game. Look at him gripping the ceiling there. Yeah, so the power went down to the park, and we've been sent in to tranquilise all the dinosaurs using definitely lethal weaponry. Just going to let this guy jump. Oh! Oh, great. Ugh. That went poorly. Gonna have to do better than that if we're going to last in this game. What's the best route to take? Is it really this way? Maybe not. Let's chance this. If I can keep him at bay. Yeah, there we go. There's a sort of rhythm that you can use to get past those guys. Cheat and grab hold of the ceiling here. Now you want as many of these as you can get, because if you pause the game, you can see in the top right I have 2 of them. I can access them from here. It's an inventory. And I can switch weapons as well. So I can fire different weapons, got the rocket launcher thing, and it'll illustrate what this does. So I've got a flare like that, I've got the rocket launcher which does that, and I've got the, I don't know, wave gun I guess. And all of these weapons can be used at any time. You get them all from the start, which is really nice. Yeah, see look, I was trying to get through these doors above me here, it doesn't, just brings me out here, that's no good, is it? So, no worries. Just gonna hop down here. So yeah, all the weapons are available from the start, which is nice. Grant is really mobile, being able to grip onto the ceiling and walls and stuff like that. I'm going to try something chancy here. Yes, did it. Extra health is always a good thing. Not sure if I should be on the lift or not. Let's just go over here. No fall damage, thank goodness. And this Velociraptor, I think that's a raptor anyway, it can't reach me from here. I don't remember them ever really explicitly saying what these species are, because I think the only actual raptor you fight is the boss of this Not this area, one of the next areas. I'm not going to leave just yet. I want to get that health pack, but I'm going to have to use the rocket launcher to take out that raptor. That's not quite right, is it? I bet he jumps down. Haha. 2 hits from that did him. Oh. Alright then. I'm definitely going to get that health pack. Seriously, we're going to need it for the later stages. I'm quite happily going to take a few deaths in the main stages in favour of holding on to the health packs for later. Shouldn't need them for the bosses, but I will definitely need it for the final boss. Assuming I get that far. Oh, well, I should do. Ah, right, hang on. Whoa. Got him. As soon as you see anything in this area, just whack it with the rocket launcher. Don't even hesitate. So the Brachiosaurs standing in the background there, for some reason reaching down with their heads, for some reason also really dangerous to us. It's curious how other games in the Jurassic Park series kind of understandably went for the Brachiosaurs stomping on you, but this one went for... Wait, come here. Went for them actually, like, I guess biting you with their heads? I don't know. There we go, we're all good. Let's go and do this. So the Brachiosaur is very easy. You just shoot it in the head and then avoid it. There you go. Out the way, bang. 1 hit to the head. It'll always move in the direction it's facing, so just don't be there. Look for the bubbles. Don't be wherever the bubbles are. It's coming back this way, actually. Oh, okay, so he doesn't move where he's facing. Forget that. Still an easy pattern, though. How interesting. I remembered it actually turning and facing the other way. They didn't even bother to flip the sprite. Bam. There we go. And so it drowns. Also, I find it funny that, as you can see, we're like, yay, we've managed to get the Brachiosaur back. It's like, you could see others in the water in the background. What about them? And why didn't it drown when it fell in the water? Oh well, never mind. I like these little bits of art at the end of the stages. They look really good. So, this area is in black because we have finished it. Moving on, let's go to the Triceratops. Okay, here we go. Pretty much just spam the fire button here. If you've got one of those turbo controllers that can just like really heavily spam button input, probably do that. You won't regret it on this stage. It may seem a bit awkward to be doing this with a D-pad, but actually it's pretty fine. I mean, this was designed with that in mind. And I'm using an Xbox controller, which... Oh, there's an extra life there. And the Xbox controller's D-pad is kind of set up a little bit like an analog stick anyway. Which means that I've got an awful lot of easy control here. Okay, Pachycephalosaurus. And as you can see, it's enormous. I remember as a kid thinking that was weird. Especially after The Lost World, when it had a very small Pachycephalosaurus. But turns out that that's actually pretty much how big they were in real life. I think this is exaggerated quite a bit though. If you look at the size of the car, there's no way. But they were pretty enormous. So, hooray for that, I guess. We never saw Pachycephalosaurus in the original Jurassic Park film, and it certainly wasn't in the park. Originally, this is just something that they threw in there for the game. Don't know why they chose it, but pretty cool. It's good to have something that's not a carnivore attacking you as well. An unusual but interesting choice. The sprites are well animated and quite nicely drawn. I really like the driving stages, actually. I don't mind them at all. And the great thing about this is if you do mind them, go ahead and just... Oh look, I've got a max life bonus as well. I've got an extra life. Yeah, if you don't like the driving stages, don't do them. Like, you won't benefit from not doing them, but it doesn't really matter. Just, you know, play this game however you want. That's one of the reasons I really like this game. Because you really can just play it however you like. Oh, gonna have to duck under the tornado. So, it may seem a bit weird to have environmental dangers like lightning and twisters in a Jurassic Park game, but firstly, you know, an awful lot of old video games threw in crap like this anyway, but I don't think it's entirely inappropriate because... Oh, hang on, he's going to jump out again. Because there were storms and tropical storms and stuff that happen in the film, so we can just assume that that's what this is. Oh, little guy. Don't know what species any of these are. Like, you take a guess at it, I suppose, but I don't think there's anything explicitly said in the manual. Don't really remember. Oh, everything's on fire. I can't remember how far the fire spreads. That far. Okay. So again, Grant can clamber around like a champ. Comes in really handy on stages like this. All of these obstacles are pretty much just negated by his amazing ability to move. There we go. Anything that pops out of the bushes like this always pops out more than once. Wait till they drop a little coin. That's when they're defeated. I like the fact that they don't sort of keel over and die either. These guys do actually get away. Ah! Ow! Hang on. Ooh! Can I climb up here? No. Right, I'm gonna go like this. Don't want to be in the water when the lightning strike hits it, obviously. It's a pretty reliable lightning strike as well. How do you get in there? I can't really remember. I'm sure it's not that important. Ah! Ah! Too small. See, I could use a health... a health pack now and boost my life back to full, but we're going to try and do this without that. Okay, hang on. Oh, here we go. Move, move, move. Right, this could go badly. Ah! I even knew that was coming. Okay, he's not going to hit the... Right, okay. She. These are all female. Ooh. Gotta watch out for the clods of dirt that the Triceratops kicks up. That's the problem. Okay, I'm going to play this safe. There are ways of getting more hits in, but I've got one block of health, so I'm gonna take it easy. Because you can fire more than one shot and be moving whilst your shot is in motion. It's also possible to use other weapons to do more damage to the Triceratops. But we are going to just shoot it once in the arse every time it does that. Not the most exciting to watch, I don't suppose, but, it is what it is. Here's a fun fact. The Game Gear version of this did not feature Alan Grant as the playable character. I really don't know why, but they replaced you with I think it was a female generic soldier character. Which I thought was very interesting. I mean, a generic soldier does actually make a lot of sense to me, because... well, I mean, why would you send a paleontologist to the park to restore the power and shoot all the dinosaurs? Wouldn't you send a mercenary or something like that? In a lot of other Jurassic Park games and media, it is mercenaries that are depicted doing stuff like this. Grant just doesn't fit the bill. The only reason he was the hero of the film, or at least a hero in the film, he was a survivor. He was just getting by. A really likeable character. But, yeah, no reason to think that he'd be the one to willingly go into the park to kick dinosaur ass. But nonetheless, this was my childhood, and Alan Grant was my hero. You can imagine my disappointment when when I finally got to see The Lost World and discovered that the main character in it was not Alan Grant, but that weird guy that wore black and didn't contribute much to the first film. As a kid, I was like, what? Why? Why that guy? Did it! The dark blue Triceratops has been captured. Hooray for us. Next up, oh, let's do Pteranodon, why not? Okay. Fun fact, if you hold down the shoot button, it will keep firing for you, but it's a slow rate of fire. I mean, this is it. You can... It's much easier to just hammer the fire button. Oh, wait, come back here, you. Damn it, missed him. If you can hit every dinosaur along the way, I think you get some sort of bonus as well. If you can clear the stage with a full bill of health, you get a bonus. And I think you get a bonus if you never take any damage, but good luck with that one. Gotcha. So Pteranodons were always depicted in pretty much every game for Jurassic Park. Ah! That's very often because the games usually borrowed quite heavily from the book, which featured Pteranodon, or I think it featured Geostembergia, but I can't remember. Long time since I read that. Okay, here we go. So here's the boss Pteranodon, who likes to drop rocks on us. Knock the rock out from her grip, and then batter her silly in the face. Also, I think you can shoot these rocks that come along on the ground. Yeah, I think you can. I think they're a way of recovering health. So there should be one any second now. Yeah. I don't need any health, mind you, but, you know, whatever. Do our best. I like that the vehicle we're driving actually takes visible damage during this as well. And the state of your car in this little graphic is actually reflected at the end of it when your car pulls up. You see Grant get out of the car, you can see the state it's in. Alright, here we go, and yep, good. At this stage, you know, Jurassic Park was out, and that was it. There were no other films, so nobody knew where the franchise was headed. Oh, yeah, nice shot. Or what was likely to come next, you know? Things like having the Pteranodons in the game was conjecture as far as what might happen in the films was concerned. So it's interesting to look back on stuff like this, having seen Jurassic Park 3 and Jurassic World and seen the Pteranodon scenes. It seems kind of quaint. Right, I really like this level. It's quite cool. There's Dilophosaurus in this level as well. I don't really remember the layout very well though, so... Ow, I was too close to it. I remember to duck, so that's good. You can see it's still breathing, you can see that it has genuinely been tranquilised, so that's good. I seem to recall it not really being necessary to travel over to the right hand side of this level. As you can see on the exterior, we're in the caves at the moment, but on the exterior you can see these lifts going over to the right. Pretty much don't think there's any real need to do... Damn it, Dilophosaurus. There we go, got my health back anyway. Right, so I think the blue potions restore a single block of health and the red ones restore a large block of health. Of course, a good thing there's no fall damage in this, isn't there? I don't think I need to go through here, but I'm just going to check. Just going to make sure. Ooh! Right, so there's a Jurassic Park token down there, but I'm not going to bother with it. I don't think you need to get all of them. I think you just need to get a certain number. I don't know how many that is. So we're just going to go this way. It's funny how the music in this is not particularly great. It's fairly forgettable, and yet still, I find myself humming it. Do you know? I feel like I should go down there. Oh, it means we're going to go back through this. Ugh. I'm just looking at those blocks, and I remember travelling through that, so we better go back and do that. I wonder if I can get through that door before this lift moves. Yeah, there we go. Whoop. No, this doesn't seem to be it. Don't really remember ever having much trouble with this level before. But I wasn't concentrating that much on making sure I got through. Ow! Wait, stop it! Let me drop down. Thank you. There we go. Right, okay, here we go. Yes, I did come this way in the past because I think we can get an extra life down here somewhere. Ooh. Oh, and a health pack. Very good. Yeah, as mentioned, like, hold on to your med packs. Don't worry too much about anything else. Don't worry about using them during the stages or the bosses. Save it for the end. Take the death if you have to during the main game. Whoa. Because there are plenty of extra lives lying around, and if you do the driving sections properly, you'll be getting plenty of extra lives. So don't waste your health packs during the stages. Just, if it looks like you're going to die, just die. You'll get more extra lives, but you will need to spam health. Spam the health packs during the final boss. Or the final level, actually, because the final level was fairly tricky. I mean, you might think it isn't. You might tell me it's dead easy, but, you know, you'll see. So, as mentioned, I'm collecting those little Jurassic Park tokens. There's a reason for that. Again, I don't know if you need all of them or just some of them, like a certain number. I'm pretty sure it's just a certain number, but I'm going to get every single one I can just to be on the safe side. And you need them to access the final level. If you don't collect enough of them, or any of them, indeed, when you complete the 4 stages that you see me currently going through, the game just ends. I don't really remember how it ends. I'm sure there's some sort of bad ending scenario. Oh, a very slow zip wire. How exciting. Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, you need the tokens to access the last stage. Now this part, the environment starts crashing down around our ears, and that's... I think it's going to be a bit of chance and luck as to how well I do here. I can't remember what... And there's a Jurassic Park token. Some health, thank you very much. Oh, great, here we go. Oh, don't be any Pteranodons anywhere here. No! Ah, another one! Oh, another token. Very good. It's quite generous with the tokens. Oh, and then we fall anyway, because of course we do. Right, going to switch back to this, and we're going to tackle the Pteranodon. Good looking Pteranodon, isn't it? So, don't know where it's going to come from now. Above. Okay, good. So it's not too challenging, this bit. Just bide your time, don't rush it. Make sure that you've always got sure footing. Oh. Damn, that was way out. I think you can hit him from behind as well. Bear in mind that where the screen is scrolling, the Pteranodon is subject to that scrolling. So if it's flying in a straight line, it's actually not. It's flying very slightly upwards. Because the level is scrolling and it's going in a straight line. So, you know, it'll end up a little higher up. Ah! Gotcha. I think there is a pattern here, but I can't remember what it is. I'm just reacting to wherever it shows up. Here we go. I'm going to try and get this one done as quickly as possible. I know that if it disappears off the left-hand side, it will reappear on the left-hand side. So it's going from left to right in a fairly natural and realistic manner. So it's going to come from the left side now. Move across to the right. There you go. He's too low down. I'm not going down there. Now he's going to appear from the top right, I reckon, probably. No, bottom right. Pfft, I don't know. This could be risky. I'm not sure. I couldn't really move from there because of the logs were in the way. Ah, that was a good bit of RNG. Should appear on the left. Yeah, I say RNG. I've no idea if this is random or not, or if there is actually a distinct pattern to the way he moves. Okay, one more hit should do it. It's going to come from the left, hopefully high up. Right in the chops. So if I'd have fallen off the bottom of the level during any of that, I would have died, and the game would be, and I would have lost a life. But at the end of the battle, he drops off the bottom anyway. So, and those trees are infinitely tall as well. You'll just keep going up. Right, one more place to go. Velociraptor. Let's do it.